Hi people, what's up? How you doing today? Welcome to another book chat video on my channel. If you are watching me for the very first time, hi, welcome. My name is Toyin, and on this platform I make videos on faith, books, poetry and lifestyle. And if you're a returning viewer, subscriber, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. So please hit the subscribe button if you're yet to do so, and let's enjoy today's video. So today's book chat is going to be about the one and only, the authentic, the crazy, the real Kevin Hart. We are going to be talking about his memoir, which is titled I Can't Make This Up: Life Lessons by Kevin Hart. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have been going to bookstores. I've been seeing this book on bookshelves in bookstores for a while now. And anytime I see him, like, it's Kevin Hart. What does he have to say? I just wasn't so, inclined to buy the book. But sometime last year, my book club brought this book as our book of the month. I think it was for October or so. So I just like, okay, let me just buy the book and read. And I was blown away. I was like, how come I've been sleeping on this book? This book was so loaded. This book is fun. This book is interesting. This book is so packed with life lessons. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys again. I had no idea that I could learn so much about life from Kevin Hart. He shared so many life lessons that I just kept highlighting. I could show you guys. I just kept, let me show you, see, highlighting, highlighting. So many highlights. I highlighted almost all through, see, till the end, till the very end. See this one, like, to show you how deep, how insightful this book was for me. So that's about the book. The book is talking about Kevin Hart's life's journey. It's a memoir written by him. The book is so fun, and he just started from the very beginning, about his childhood, the circumstances surrounding his birth, his parents, the dysfunctional family, everything that happened that influenced his childhood journey, his high school experiences, then the experiences that shaped him and kind of something that pushed him into going to comedy, and just even the hustle to become what he is today. From that unknown kid who was selling in one, I think, sports store, who wasn't even sure what the future would hold, to this widely acclaimed comedian that we know Kevin Hart to be today, and all the struggles and everything that was in between. So in the book, Kevin Hart also shared about his personal life experiences, how he met his ex-wife, and how all their children, the birth of his children, and how the divorce happened, and how he met his current wife, and everything else. So it was it was an all-rounder for me, and I feel like I got to know Kevin better. And I like how there was nothing, he wasn't ashamed. There's so many things that Kevin went through that somebody else could have had a serious mental breakdown or psychological issue, and just seeing how he was able to rise above it is so impressive. And I'm so, grateful that I guess to, read this book and, learn from those experiences. And guys, if you yet to get this book, you need to get this book. Trust me, you will learn so much about life. Especially if you're going to the entertainment industry, or maybe even comedy itself. You need to read books like this. It's so insightful. There's so much to learn. It just encourages you on your own journey, because it's like, if Kevin can go through all of these things and become who he is today, girl, like, guy, anybody can, as long as you put in those life lessons that he shared. If you learn from it and you imbibe those lessons and put them to work. So Kevin Hart, he needs no introduction. Usually I would have introduced him before even talking about the book, but I'm so excited that I just went straight in. Kevin Hart is a widely acclaimed comedian worldwide. If you don't know Kevin Hart, man, I don't know for you, I can't help you. That rock I under, just come out already and face the world. So he's a filmmaker as well. He's an actor. A lot of us remember him from a lot of movies like Soul Train, Think Like a Man, so many movies, even a lot of animations. He's just an amazing actor and comedian. And also, as a stand-up comedian, one of the most hilarious comedians ever. And on Netflix, I think he has one of the highest viewed comedy, highest viewed videos on Netflix for his specials. Especially the recent one where he said he doesn't give a F or something like that. You know, one of the highest grossing specials or stand-up comedy on Netflix. You know, so he's doing a great deal. He's doing very, very well for himself. And I loved how I was able to understand or learn about his journey from reading this book. Isn't that the beauty of books? We learn to share from great minds. I mean, we get to learn from great minds even without meeting them. Okay, I'm going to share with you 3 key lessons that I learned from I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. Like I said, I kept highlighting so many quotes that it's very hard to even pick a favorite quote. So as I'm sharing the lessons, I'll be reading quotes that relate to those lessons. Okay, so there'll be no favorite quotes for today's book chat. The first lesson I'm going to share with you guys from this book is never get comfortable. As we get to learn about Kevin Hart's journey from the book, we saw a lot of, challenges that he faced and how he kept moving up, and how at some point in his career, it seemed like, okay, yeah, I can get comfortable now. I'm well known in my area, in these states, I'm at that point where, people pay me for gigs now and I'm doing pretty well. I'm earning money finally, but he kept reaching for more. And if he didn't do that, he wouldn't become the widely acclaimed comedian. He most likely would not become the widely acclaimed comedian that we know him to be now. I'm right here in Nigeria and I've known Kevin Hart for years, and I've never even been to America before. Okay, so the fact that he kept reaching for more is just really, really inspiring for me to never ever settle. It doesn't mean that you should never get, for me, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't appreciate your journey, but it just shows that you shouldn't get complacent and just feel, oh, this is it, and become like what they call local champion. So I'm going to read to you a quote that buttresses this point from his book, which is in page 154. So in page 154, the third paragraph, and the 5th line, I'm going to read a quote that buttresses this point. So according to him, he said, I guess that was the difference between me and many of the people I met over the course of my career. I always wanted to be bigger. I always wanted to do more. I always wanted to find the next step and the step after that. I didn't want to settle like I had in school and on swim team. This is as true today as it was then. Need I say more? The second lesson I'll be sharing with you guys from this book is trust the process. Guys, we all hear that, and sometimes it might start sounding cliche, but trust me guys, from this book, we could see Kevin Hart's process from the very beginning to where he is, right now, where he stopped in writing the book. Guys, that guy went through a lot. And even he himself would share about how his fellow upcoming comedians at that time just fell off the wagon and could not just continue anymore. At some point, in fact, for a very long time at the starting of his career, he kept traveling by road from the state where he was, I think Philadelphia, yes, to New York every week or maybe even twice a week. I kept going so constantly in the cold, by road, and it was so tedious. And every time he went, it wasn't like he wasn't making any money at the beginning. For a long time at the beginning, he didn't make any money. He would just go just to understand how the business is, watch other comedians, and hope to get a stage time. And most of the time at the beginning of his career, he would perform for free. He would perform just to be seen, to be known. He would perform and bomb. He would perform like, oh, that was boring. He would perform and only get, burger and a Coke as payments. So he went through all of that process for such a long time that even I was like, I don't know if I was in this guy's shoes, if I don't know, would I really, really keep going, keep going when I'm not making anything out of this? It kept going. And even when he finally got, to a point by, okay, fine, he's getting paid for gigs, he had a lot of challenges. One of the first show that I was supposed to be on, he was bounced at the last minute. He made so many, mistakes, financial mistakes as well. So he went through a whole lot, guys, a whole lot. And thank God for books, thank God for memoirs, people share their stories. You begin to understand people's journey better. You begin to understand what they went through, and you just really appreciate. And even in your own journey, it helps you, it encourages you in your own journey when you're going through your own life challenges. So I'm going to read to you guys the quote from this book that relates to this point. So I'm reading from page 174, the 6th paragraph. It goes thus. My thought was, New York is so big and there are so many places to perform, spread out across the city and beyond. Why not just do them all? I never turned down anything. Sometimes I got sent away. Sometimes I got burnt. Sometimes I traveled 7 hours to do a college show where no one laughed and I wasn't paid. But not once could anyone say that I didn't try. Oh, next point. So the last point I'll be sharing with you guys as lessons from this book is mentoring and networking is key. Network, we all about network. In corporate world, we hear about network. Entertainment industry, network. We hear it every time and it is so true. I feel like you can't even say it enough. And all through Kevin's journey, we could see how people were key to his progress, to his success, to his journey, to his elevation, okay? At the beginning of his career, the person that encouraged him to keep going to New York, he followed, like literally was like his boy every week going to New York to, learn about performances was this guy called Keith Thompson, yes. And he kept going with this guy. And even when he finally got to where the areas where they would, where we would watch other performers, he was able to meet other performers. And even as he continued the journey, as he was rising, he kept meeting people. Even when he was doing his first movie, even, in all through his life, we saw how he met people that mentored him, people that he formed relationships that really helped his journey. So just really encouraging that in our life journey, we should be open to mentorship and also networking. It's very, very important. So the quote that relates to this lesson is in page 183, the 2nd paragraph. So I'm going to read. No person succeeds alone. Success is a community effort. The more relationships you have, the better you will be to survive, thrive, and grow. Relationships are everything, guys, and I've learned that from reading this book. So finally, I'll be sharing my rating for this book. And guys, for the first time on this channel, I am just going to be open. I'm just going to speak from my heart and give this book a 10 over 10. Like 10 over 10, 10 over 10, 10 over 10 chicken out. Like, this book was just, I feel like, what else could he have done? Like I said, it was an all-rounder. He shared everything about his life, personally, in his career, all his failures, all his mistakes, and so many deep things to learn from. And it was still fun. It was witty. You would laugh. It was just an all-rounder for me. I mean, guys, I can go on and on, okay? So this is the end of this book chat video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're yet to read this book, once again, I encourage you to get it. If you have read this book, let me know in the comment section, what other lessons did you learn from this book that I didn't share? And any of you want to say in the comment section, I'm waiting for you in the comment section. I need your feedback, guys. So please leave a comment below. And like I said, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do so. And give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. So I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.